Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so yeah, tonight we're going to be building an all-white Lian Li PC. It's an RTX 4080 build with an i7-12700KF. 12 core 20 thread CPU. You've got a 2TB NVMe SSD, 32 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, 3600 megahertz. We've also got a Wi-Fi kit to go on our AsRock Z790 Pro RS DDR4. So this motherboard has a CNVI slot for our CNVI kit, so we're going to be installing all that. We've also got the LS720WH cooler, 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler. We've got some Cooler Master fans here to go in it. We've got an 850 watt Corsair power supply with all white cabling, and we've got the Gigabyte Aero 4080. So I thought it was called the Aero G, but it's the Aero OC16G. Alright, well, let's get stuck right into it. So here is our board. As you can see, it's in its own little box within a box. And then, a bit of cardboard here. We have our accessories. So not many accessories with this board. Our I/O shield is pre-attached. We just get a manual, we get a badge, we get some serial ATA cables, and we get some M2 screws and offsets. So not a great deal of kit with the board there. Pretty basic, but well packaged nonetheless. But let's have a look at the AsRock Z790 Pro D4. So, having a look at this board here, it's a very nice looking board. What do you think of that?
I actually quite like that. I like the geometric design on the heatsink.
Yes, yeah. It looks quite nice. So I'm going to go point out the features for you. So it's got twin 8-pin CPU power connectors. We've
Takes
got
more power than mine.
Yeah, yep. We've got separate heat sinks here on our MOSFET VRM co-processors here. We've got what looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16 plus 1 phase power, it looks like, for our CPU. Obviously our LGA 1700 socket there. We've got dual channel memory, 4 slots, 2 channels. For fan headers, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and no sneaky 8s anywhere. No, just 7 fan headers there on the board. Obviously, we've got our motherboard power. We've got 2 USB 3.0 connectors, so one here and one here on a horizontal angle. We've got USB Type-C there. We have 6 SATA ports there, so no problems if you wanted to have a RAID 5 or something like that hooked up to this board, plus have a couple of extra drives there as well. Down the bottom here we've got our front panel connectors, speaker header, got a couple of extra SATA ports there, so that's a total of 8 SATA ports on this motherboard. 2 USB 2.0s. We've got 3 5-volt RGB headers down the bottom here. Got a Thunderbolt header, 12-volt RGB header, our front panel audio, and then in the middle here we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 M2 slots, and then we've got our CNVI slot here for our Wi-Fi. And then in addition to that, we've got a little PCIe X1 slot here, another little X1 slot there. we've got our main PCIe X16 slot here, and then this one here, it's X16 length, but it's only connected X4 of the way along. So this one here is a PCIe X4 slot. And then finally, just around the back, we've got our rear I/O. So this is where the Wi-Fi is going to screw in. So it's basically like we're going to have onboard Wi-Fi, but we're installing the kit ourselves. This was the AsRock Z790 Pro RS DDR4 motherboard. So let's have a look at this kit. So basically what you get...
Yeah, Aaron says yes, 3600.
Yep. So basically what you get inside this kit, I'll show you up close. So you do get some instruction manuals there. You can sort of see basically what it is. It's the CNVI module with the antennas. So really simple, plugs right into the motherboard. But it's a little bit of muck around. And so this is the kit here. So as you can see, we've got our card, we've got that nice thin cable there, and we've got our antenna plugs over here that are installed on a bracket, but we're going to have to remove it from that bracket because we're going to use the rear I/O shield there, so it's nice and neat and tidy, and we don't have this sort of sticking out haphazardly at the back of our case with the PCIe slots.
That's paddling.
What's that?
That's paddling.
Yeah, the paddles. So what we have to do is a little bit of prep on our motherboard side. So and this is why I say it might not be worth it for you if you're building one yourself.
Sorry.
So we've got a couple of screws on the bottom there, and it should just clip off, just like that. So as you can see there, it's actually just a rear I/O shield. Alright, so I've freed our CNVI module and our antennas from the PCIe bracket there that would have gone in the back of the case, but we're going to make use of this one here. So what we need to do first, we'll get our CNVI module installed. Now be very careful when you install it, because you don't want to knock or unclip the antennas there. So that is a right pain in the ass. So do not do that. All right. I'm telling you now that if this is something that I'm saying do not do, and you'll have a bad time if you do it, please take it on board. So feed that cable through just like that. So it's a little bit fiddly. This is what I'm saying. You don't want this to be your first rodeo, or you'll probably have a bad time, and it might be your last rodeo. You know what I mean? A washer and a nut. Awesome. So yeah, there we have our Wi-Fi. So I'll show you up close, because we don't have our roof cam yet. We're going to have a roof cam. That is coming soon. It is coming soon. But as you can see, got our CNVI Wi-Fi module there. These are the little antenna clips that you don't want to unclip, because they can be quite irritating to plug back in.
Sometimes you can just break it.
Yeah, it could break it. You could break it and have to repair it, and you might not be able to repair it properly. Anyway, so this is going to be covered up by the graphics card. You're not going to see either the M2 drive or the CNVI module. And then around the back here, you can see we've got our Wi-Fi antennas there where those holes were. So yeah, happy days. Yay. Alright. That's looking alive. Alright, check this out. Check this out. AsRock have this feature called Instant Flash. So if you just insert your USB stick and click on Instant Flash, it automatically finds the ROM file and you just click Update.
That's cool.
How much easier is that?
Cool.
How much easier is that?
Because normally you have to scroll through any bullshit to get to...
They also have an internet flash where you just have a LAN cable plugged in and you click on internet flash and it automatically downloads it for you, but it's not 100% reliable. So I was just like, just get the thing. It does the instant flash, which is still pretty good.
That's cool.
It's a good little feature there, I reckon.
Yeah.
So, just like normal, we'll run our 3 gaming benchmarks. Heaven on high, no anti-aliasing. And so that number there, below RAM, is how many frames per second it's currently running at. And then all this stuff above it, we've got the GPU temperature, usage, clock speed and wattage. Mem in green there, that's the VRAM, usage and clock speed. And then we've got our CPU temperature, usage, clock speed and wattage, and our RAM usage. And once again, this number here below RAM is how many frames per second it's currently running at. Okay, and so that was superposition there at 4K. Now, we're at the end of the night where we do our stress test. No, I think that's pretty much it, eh? Alrighty, well, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Hello everyone, this is Buddy, aka the Fluffy Mau. The Fluffy Mau would like to know why you have not subscribed to the Tim's PC YouTube channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a huge favour and subscribe.